it says it's streaming. Now, is it actually streaming is the question. I have no idea. Oh, I'm live. According to this, I'm live. That's pretty cool. Oh, there it is. Oh, this looks like a disaster. Okay, we're gonna... Whoa, there it is. Okay, now the problem is I can't see the chat at all. That's a problem. We're gonna scroll over here. And we're gonna scroll down here. And then I'm just gonna assume the stream is live the whole time because I'm terrible at this. Wow, okay. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna plug this now. Ah, it's loud. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. I don't know whether that's a bad thing or not. Who knows? Okay. Da 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 do. I'm just humming the theme at this point. This isn't even good. This is the worst thing ever. Wow. Is my phone like... Oh, it's blocking the camera now. You can't even see me. Wow, that's crazy. Someone's watching. Oh, is it me? It might be me. I don't know. If you're here, reveal yourself by telling me that you're here or something. I've never done this YouTube stream thing before, so hey, it's gonna be terrible. Oh, it says the stream health is not good. It's yellow. Is yellow good? I don't know whether yellow's good. Okay. Whoa, okay. That's fun. Yeah, there you are again. She's here. That's the lady. I'm gonna plug it some other places. Is it gonna plug on Twitter automatic? Hey, it's a person. Hecla Games, how's it going? I've never streamed on YouTube before. I don't even know if this works, but it is because you're here. So that's progress. So that's a start. I'm just chilling. Basically, I wanted to test whether this works because, and I'll probably say this multiple times. I wanted to test whether this works because, see, on October 14th. October 14th is basically like 2 years of me doing this scripted video nonsense. This is way too loud. I'm gonna turn. I don't want to turn it down because then the stream is like lower. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll like turn the volume down for myself. So right now you're not gonna hear the game at all, right? And then I'm gonna turn the volume down on here, and then I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna go here, and then oh, there we go. Okay, so now in theory it should be audible for everyone. So anyway, on October 14th is the 2 years of doing this. And I want to do a stream then, but I'm doing it on YouTube because who cares about Twitch when no one follows me on Twitch? Because I never use it. I don't stream ever. So this is basically like a test to see whether it works. I have a few ideas for what I want to do there. I don't even think I'm going to play a game. I think I'm going to do something even more fun. But Battletoads is fun, so I wanted to have some fun if I'm testing this. Oh, that's some static right there. That's gonna kill a man. Or woman, or you know, if you're neither, that's cool too. So how you doing, Hecla? How's life? How's life treating you? Oh, that was an email. Good to hear that you're doing good. I mean, that makes sense because you said good. Okay. But yeah, no, good to hear. My week has been very stressful and very tiring. But that's my own fault because I signed up to do way too many things all at once. But that's okay because being busy is good sometimes. But sometimes it's not. So, you know, I'll figure it out. I'll find a balance. But you know, sometimes I'm in my senior year of college, right? Hey, it's Spongy444. That's cool. How you doing, Spongy444? Cuphead. See, I want Cuphead to be on Mac because I don't have an Xbox. I have no interest in getting an Xbox One. And they're going to do their partnership with Microsoft, so they're never going to release it on Mac. They're just going to be like, all going to release it on Windows, and I won't be able to play it for like 3 years when I build a PC. So I'm very sad because that game looks fantastic. The real game, though, the real game that came out recently, that's the true best game of all time, is Golf Story on Nintendo Switch. I mean, let's get serious now. It's like Mario Golf Advanced Tour, except it's not Mario, but it is golf. It is very much golf. It is on Steam, but only on Windows. See, that's the thing, is it's only on Windows. So it doesn't really help me out much. It might work on like Steam OS if you have like a Steam machine. I don't know, maybe. But wouldn't that be a Linux version? I feel like that'd be a Linux version thing. So I'm not sure. Also, I'm not sure whether I'm even like in the frame of the camera, but I really don't care. So if I'm not in frame, then that's too bad. I already have this giant light shining on my face, so probably should care about whether I'm in frame or not. But I don't. I just don't. Okay. I'm gonna play some Battletoads because the idea is I'm gonna test it and like play the game. Now, I'm gonna go over down here into this little emulator business. I'm gonna tell you that I have this Infinilives cheat going on here because Battletoads is a really hard game, but it can also be a very relaxing game if you do the infinite lives thing. Because infinite lives are cool. And yes, it is cheating, but you have to understand that this game is like impossible without infinite lives. Also, yes, this game runs incredibly laggy. Thank you for letting me know preemptively. Oh, that's good. Oh, I dodged it. Look at me. I'm such a good person. Okay, apparently Hat-Wearing Gamer's doing a stream at the same time, which is why he is not here. Okay. I mean, also, like, he could just not want to watch, which is fine, because I'm not good at this. You think I've meet me before? When have you meet me? when have you met me? I mean, I'm assuming if you came here, it's because you saw it in your subscription feed, or it was like on one of the many Discord servers I'm in. But when would you have meet me? So I know your name from somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, I want to get the Dragon Boy. Give me that. Yeah, that's what I want. That's right, the Dragon breathes fire. No, I don't worry, dude. I knew it was autocorrect. I just like making fun of it. Don't take it personally. I just think it's funny. I fell off a cliff. Liam's Discord. Oh yeah, that's right. We talked during the Splatoon live stream. That's what it was. It was the Splatoon live stream that went complete utter chaos because the Discord crashed and all that fun stuff, and then he had to delete one of the channels. That was fun. That was a fun time. I should have gotten the 1-up that doesn't affect me at all. Okay. Let's go over here. Boom. Okay, just miss. That's fine. Give it. Yeah, okay. And then you go, there you go. Whoa, buddy. Then you throw it, and then you hit it, and then he dies. Wow, that's a video game for you right there, everybody. Woo! I was originally debating doing the stream for the doing this little test stream with The End Is Nigh, because that's the video I'm doing next and I need to get more footage of it. But then I realized that the footage would I just loaded the state of the last level. That's good. Let's disable that and replay the first level again now, shall we? Let's go into the preferences because I don't want to load that state. That's a dumb state because I don't want to play the end of the game. Over here and then load state. Let's make it shit, what button should it be? Let's make Okay, let's make save, right, R2, and then we'll make load the touchpad, because I'm never going to hit the touchpad accidentally. See, that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to play the game for real this time, and it's going to be great. See, that, all those other times, that was a joke. That was all a joke. I'm just going to keep saving the state over and over again now. So that way I don't run into that issue again. I'll just go back to the first level if I load the state this time. Ha! It's funny, because I said so. The spongy guy, you still here? How's your life? You haven't been saying much. Not saying you have to. You can just enjoy the show. That's fine. No pressure. I was just curious. That's fine. I don't really care. This is more of a test. I'm just glad it works. That's really why I'm here, because I wanted to see whether it works. Because when October 14th rolls around, which I'm going to mention probably sooner. I also would love to get the End of Night video done by October 14th, but I know that's impossible. But I'll probably make an announcement like earlier that week and be like, hey, October 14th, if I do this stream. Like, I haven't even decided, really. But I figured I would at least test and see if this works. I would be like October 14th at this time. It'd be like, kind of like a Sunday. Be there at this time, this place, same MML channel. Just tune on your TV to channel 7. Why did I ever make Let's Play videos? This is the real question, because I can't even do a live stream without being incredibly boring. This time I got the 1-up. See, that was the problem. I didn't get the 1-up. I didn't get the 1-up the first time. That's why I'm really here, is to get the 1-ups that don't matter because I have infinite lives. That's what it's about. Now, for the record, I don't expect to be doing this for long. I wouldn't expect me to even like get that far in the game, honestly. But I'm here, so that's fun. Oh, it's 3 people now. Who's the third person? Introduce yourself. Say hi. Unless oh, the third person went away. Okay, that's fine. I'm not personally offended at all. Okay. So this level's fun. See, I'm gonna go back into my history once again. I used to... Oh, hey! I'm streaming because Z-Striker is the new second person, so Spongy Guy must have left, or Heckler must have left. I don't know which one. I'm streaming because I've never streamed on YouTube before, and I'm streaming because I might be doing something on October 14th, because that's like my 2-year anniversary of scripted videos. Now, Heckler, I would love to stream Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I don't have a capture device that allows me to live stream with it. The capture device I use captures directly to a USB, and it's very convenient for a MacBook like mine that isn't particularly good at high power tasks, but it isn't good when you want to live stream to the internet. But it doesn't really matter because I don't ever really live stream to the internet, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I can't live stream consoles, so I'm if I was to play a game on this live stream, which once again may not even play a game, even though live streaming is kind of very much a gaming culture thing, but I have an idea of something I want to do that might be a bit more fun, more fun than playing a game, in fact, which, you know, for some people would be like, how can you, games are designed to be fun, how can you have more fun than that? And I'm like, have you tried Friends, like socializing? Anyway, but no, I can't do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but that would be a good idea, I guess, if it was possible. Anyway, so the reason why I'm streaming Z-Striker is because my 2-year anniversary of making scripted content is October 14th of this year, and I figured I'd do something moderately special, so I might be streaming then, but I wanted to make sure YouTube streaming works, because who uses Twitch unless they have a Twitch following? Not me. I'm not saying Twitch is bad. Twitch is actually a better streaming platform than YouTube, right? But like, I don't have a following on it. So it's like if I aim the stream and like get some sort of viewership, right? The whole idea is that's the idea, right? You stream so you have audience interaction, and if there's no audience, then you can't really interact with said audience. So hence the YouTube streaming situation. But I've never streamed on YouTube before, so that's why I wanted to test it out. And it honestly runs very smoothly, even smoother than Twitch in some regards, because it just kind of like you edit the title all right on the same page, and you don't have to go to like the page of the stream to view your chat. Like it's all in the same place. So I could change the title and all that right now if I wanted to. I know it probably would take a while to take effect, 'cause there's not even like a save button for it. So you just kind of change the letters and pray, but you know, it's fine. Ugh, dude, this dude is a lot. So anyway, I was originally going to go into some history. If you didn't know, I make Let's Plays. I think both of you knew that I made Let's Plays. Oh, there's 3 people now, so the third person may not know. Hey! But I made really terrible Let's Play videos where it's like, you know, oh, now I'm at 5 lives, so I'm never gonna get any more. Hey! This is infinite lives. What was I saying? I said I used to make terrible Let's Play videos, because Let's Play videos used to be the thing. And I'm not talking about like the Markiplier or PewDiePie Let's Plays. I'm talking about like and you may not even know these names, but for some people, I mean, I know Z-Striker does because we've talked about it. But like the Chugga Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, Proton John. Who else is popular in that sphere? I don't know. Those are the 3 names that come to mind. Because those are the ones that have always influenced me. I mean, my number 1 Let's Player for a very long time was this guy named The Sample Man, and he now runs a channel called Slightly Irritated. The thing is, like, while his personality is definitely there, I think the thing is that, this is something that I guess I've just like grown into over time. Like back in high school, I didn't care. I kind of related to the person that was talking, right? But now it's like, well, there's so many people that are live streaming or playing a game or whatever. It's like you need more than that. Like there needs why is someone watching? Because they're not watching. You can say they're watching for you, but you need to earn that pedigree. There needs to be a reason why they came to the point of watching for you in the first place. So, and usually that's some sort of value proposition, right? So, like, in the case of, I don't know, so someone like Chugga Conroy, you actually learn stuff about the game. So it's like, oh, maybe I watched this because I wanted to learn more about this particular game, and I just kind of liked the commentator over time, right? Or maybe in the case of someone, I mean, that same would kind of apply to Proton John, I guess. But then there's other people where it's like, oh, I just do these day 1 Let's Plays. You know, I just play when the game comes out. So you watch the video because the new game came out, and you're like, oh, I want to see this game being played, right? Or maybe it didn't even come out yet, because there's already Let's Plays of the Mario Luigi Superstar Saga remake, and that isn't even out yet. Which, you know, that's a whole other can of worms. But you probably watched the video because, you know, that game, that you wanted to see footage of that game, and then you liked the commentator over time because of that. So the thing is, like, you can say like, oh, you know, I'm playing this game because I'm just playing the game and people watch it because I'm entertaining. But it's like, well, there's got to be more than that. It could be humor. It could absolutely be humor, but there's usually more to it than that. There's a reason why you're watching. Lamb Hoot, what's up? How's it going? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? Yeah, what's up? Oh my god, there's so many people. This is crazy. I'm not even good at this, and people are watching now. So I'll say it again. The reason why I'm here is to die over and over again. Infinite lives cheats are pretty fun, though. That's fine. I don't care. My face is very blurry. I don't care. Let's try turning off the light, though. Maybe that'll help. Now there'll just be a light in the background. The goal isn't to be good. right now. The goal is to make sure it works, and the fact that there are people here watching, 6 people in fact, this shows that, you know, the stream works at a very surface level. So that way when October 14th comes around, which is my 2-year anniversary of scripted videos, starting with that lovely Mario running video that no one should watch, yeah, the goal isn't to be good right now. It isn't, but when that comes around, then I could maybe have some sort of a actual show of some sort to celebrate. Am I excited for Odyssey? Watch my 3D Mario video. I mean, I don't know. I'm sort of excited for Odyssey. It's not the Mario game I want. Let's put it that way. It's not the Mario game I want. Yeah, that birthday stream, kind of. I mean, it's not my birthday, but like, it's not even the channel's birthday. The channel's created on April 4th, and then I started Let's Playing on January 23rd, which is kind of when I started making content. And then October 14th is the day I uploaded the really terrible Mario running video. But anyway, Odyssey. It's not the Mario game I want. I want Super Mario 3D World 2, but no one else wants that. So good for everyone else. And it's fine. Like, you know, they definitely have done stuff with it that I think is like an improvement over what something like 64 Sunshine has done. Because you know, you have less of those issues with like having like a mission-based structure. Like, you get the star, you get kicked out of the level, and then you got to replay the same level again, and it gets boring. So you run into less of those. You run into less of those issues over time. And because Mario Odyssey is more like, you know, running around and stuff and just exploring and collecting things as you go, you don't get kicked out of the level or anything like that. I think there's a benefit to that, but I also think it's like, well, where will there be platforming? You know, will there be like intense platforming challenge? Because games like, because in like a game like 3D World, right? Like, it's like you face some really hard platforming challenges. Even the Galaxy games had that, but in something like Banjo-Kazooie or I don't know, Ratchet and Clank or something like that, it's like there's less of a focus on platform. There's usually something else, you know, and usually it's the exploration. But like, that's not Mario. That's not what Mario is to me anyway. And I know for a lot of people that is what Mario is to them, which is why it's like, okay. And yeah, I agree with CJ. It's like not even the same kind of. I need to pay attention to play Battletoads. It's not even the same kind of game. So I mean, that's fair. Ruh-roh what? That's the question. Is the stream having problems? Because this is actually why I'm here, is to see whether the stream will function. Because if it doesn't function, if, you know, my MacBook is just like, nah, can't even. Yeah, Mario's a mobile runner. They had the update for it recently, and it's actually pretty good. Like, they added this mode, this new mode that's like really short. It takes like samples from levels. I love that middle wall. That just loves to throw people off. Yo, Golf Story on the Nintendo Switch. That's the real new golf game. Don't even lie. I'm actually gonna get it because I want to try it because I've heard great things about it. But people are like, is it Golf Story really like the greatest? You know, is that really where the innovation lies? I'm like, well, I can't play Cuphead, so I'm gonna do that Golf Story business right now. That's where I'm at. To me, Mario will always be my dad. Wait, is your dad actually named Mario? Or is that a joke? Because that would be funny if your dad's name was actually Mario. I can't play Cuphead because I don't own a PC and I don't own an Xbox One. And Cuphead is not playable on Mac. If you play the Steam version, it's only available on Windows. So the only real option I had, I could like use something like Wine, like to basically play the Windows version on Mac. But with a game like Cuphead, I don't see it running particularly well. So that's why. But honestly, Z-Striker, I don't even think it is coming to Mac, because you got to remember that this game was developed in partnership with Microsoft. Like, it was announced at Microsoft's situation, like at Microsoft's conference, I'm pretty sure. This is a Microsoft. I'm not sure whether it's published by Microsoft, but Microsoft definitely has their hand in this. So I don't see them releasing it on a Mac, honestly, which, you know, is a whole other thing. So I'm not even sure whether it will come to Mac. So I think I'm actually going to be waiting 3 years for that one. You know, until I mean, maybe less than 3 years, but like, you know, when I build a PC, which won't be for a while, because money. It's like when I graduate college, get a job and all that, like, the first thing is to pay off your massive school debt, your massive American school debt. So I'm not going to be going around, you know, not saying building a PC is particularly expensive, because it's not. But I'm going to say that my finances, I'm going to focus on other things before deciding to build a PC pretty much entirely for recreational purposes. You know, I'll buy some smaller games and stuff like that instead, because that'll be more worth the limited amount of money that I have, and albums and movies and all that. And video equipment even would probably be, honestly, a better use of my money than building a PC at this point. Because, like, for my workflow, like, for everything I do besides play video games, the Mac is great. I love writing with Pages. I love editing with Final Cut. So it's literally just video games. Yeah, I was expecting, like, usually building a decent PC is around $800, yeah, somewhere in the $800 to $1,000 range. Like, the one that's, like, you know, it's something that's not, like, if you're going crazy powerful, then obviously it'll be more, but, like, you know. I've heard the soundtrack to Cuphead. I haven't heard all of the songs. What was that? I've heard some of the songs, and it's really good. Like, it's really well done, because the visuals, like, look like they're from, you know, one of the 1920s, 30s animated films, and then the music accompanies it perfectly. So the presentation is definitely the huge strength of that game, which is why I'm curious to see whether the gameplay holds up. I mean, apparently, you know, their tutorials aren't very good. No, I'm kidding. The tutorials aren't very good for someone who isn't good at platformers and knew that their footage was bad as they were playing it, but then it got twisted to say, oh, this person shouldn't be reviewing the game, even though they never were the person that was going to be. Oh my god, I don't understand. Jump. What? That's right, Heckler. You actually played it, so I'm glad you're reassuring me here. So we'll see what happens with Cuphead. It's definitely one of the games I was excited for this year, even though I knew I wouldn't be able to play it most likely, and it definitely seems that way. Okay, I don't know if this is lag or what's going on, but it looks more trippy now than it did, like, I want to say like 10 minutes ago. So I don't know whether that's lag or what's going on there, but this is definitely more disorienting than it was, like, a little bit ago. I love the Battletoads soundtrack. Honestly, like, people don't give these NES soundtracks enough credit. Castlevania 3 is, like, one of the greatest, like, collections of music to exist. Specifically the Japanese version, because it was on the disc system and it had extra sound, more of the sound spectrum to work with, more channels. I mean, imagine that, and, like, think about it. Like, I mean, I don't know how many people that are watching this archive, if I post the archive to my second channel, but I don't know how many of you, like, are familiar with, like, music composition or music production, but, like, music, okay, I have to really focus for this. Nope. I could go for the shortcut. I might do that if I remember. Down, up, down, up. I think it's one more wall after that. I'll take the shortcut. Why the hell not? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nope, it's one more after that. Okay. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, I missed it! That was it, though. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Come on! Down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, there we go. Mega Warp advanced 2 levels. I'm so good at this game. So what else are we gonna talk about? Oh, this level sucks, dude. That's what we're gonna talk about. No, I want to make a video about Battletoads at some point. It's a very interesting game, in all aspects. Specifically the first one, but all of them are kind of gimmicky in their own way. But it kind of is a good, it's a good case study for a game that like is built on a particular mechanic and then rarely uses it. I mean, like, this is a beat 'em up that like never actually has beat 'em up elements. Like, I think there's like what 3 stages that actually have beat 'em up parts in well, there's 3 stages that are like, hang on, I need to think about this. Yeah, there are 3 stages in the entire game that are like, no, there's more. There's at least, no, there's 4. Out of the 12, a third of the stage is 4, because it's stage 1, stage 4, the elevator one where you're climbing up, and the final level. Those are all like almost exclusively beat 'em up stages. And yes, the 12th one is more like, good one, CJ. So only 4 of them. Bye, Z Striker. Have fun. Bye, Zach. You're cool. Maybe that was a joke. You're pretty cool. So only 4 of them only really have beat 'em up elements, and the other stages certainly have beat 'em up sections, right? Yeah, this is getting real choppy, like super choppy. I'm gonna look at the settings real quick. It could just be my computer's getting really hot. Oh, I loaded the state. Okay, well that means that we're starting the game over, or we're gonna play a different game. So we're gonna play a different game. I said I would never hit the touchpad, but then I did. So that's fun. What game should I play? Let's play a game that I like. Like, There's this Yoshi ROM hack I haven't played. I want to play it at some point. Kirby's Dream Chorus, that was fun. I did that as a live stream, like right before I stopped Let's Playing. That was fun. Let's play this one. This is a fun game. I mean, the description will be wrong, but hang on, let me update the description, and then we'll see if it actually updates it. That'd be fun. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, baby. Okay. Okay, now I need to look at the actual controls and see whether they're set right. That's a good question. Bleh. Sure. I just can't hit L2 or I'll load a save state. Okay. Yay! 1 player. This game's fun. I'm having fun right now. Donkey done for. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, it's still pretty choppy. I'm going to look at the settings real quick. I'm going to see if there's a way I can make this run a little fast. Let's change the filter. Ha! Let's do... Oh, wait, let's do something really stupid. Oh, look at... No, actually, isn't that stupid? What's something really stupid? See, that doesn't actually... Like, normally this one looks really terrible, but actually it looks about the same. Let's see. That's weird. It actually looks kind of like an old TV. What's this one? Oh, this one's weird. That's kind of weird. That's okay. We're gonna go back to what I was at, which is this one. Then I'm gonna go in here and see if I can change some settings here real quick. And if not, then that's fine. Yeah, it's just gonna run like shit. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna be doing this for much longer anyway. We already went down to 3 people. Wow, I got kidnapped. Oh, I got a message. Hang on, let's see what's up. Okay, that was not important. But yeah, this is actually part of the reason why I was like, maybe I shouldn't play a game for this live stream, because my computer may not run well, and then we get into situations like this where it's like impossible to see anything. So I mean, I'll pitch the idea. I'll tell you what the idea is, because if I don't go through with it, then I just won't go through with it. The idea is that we do like a little watch through, a little group watch session of some of my videos, specifically the ones that I really hate, and it'll be fun. It'll be like watching cable TV with the creator commentary. That's the idea anyway. And then maybe we just kind of hang out afterwards. I don't know. It won't be that long. I don't plan on watching through like all of my scripted content or anything like that. I do want to go through. There are I want to say 3 videos. My first 3 scripted videos specifically that are so bad that like I want to make fun of them. So that's one thing, and I also want to go back a little further into some other things that I did. There was another scripted thing I made a long time ago, because I'm terrible. I'm not even like trying, so I'm not even gonna go back for that bonus. What was I saying? There's other scripted stuff that I've done before, did before I like launched the scripted content on this channel. There's some other things I wanted to revisit that I would like to make fun of. Back when it was, I think it was my 3rd year of Let's Playing, I did a video, and it was me reacting to the first video I'd ever created on my own fully, which was a Let's Play of Skywire 2, the Flash game. And I made fun of myself because basically at the time my Let's Playing idol, as it were, is this YouTuber named Banana Pie Lord, and he doesn't make content anymore, but now he actually focuses on his music project I'm Sleepless, which is actually a really good music project that I recommend you check out. But at the time, he made really terrible Let's Play videos, like all of us, and they're better than mine, most certainly. But I wouldn't say they're particularly good. But then again, I wouldn't really say there's much Let's Play content that exists that is like really good anyway. But that's all my opinion, right? Point is, he made these videos, and the main like catch was he was interacting with text on the screen, and the text was like a character named Texty, very original. So of course, when I did my first solo Let's Play venture, of course I interacted with text on the screen because I didn't have any original ideas. So I made fun of that because the text was really dumb and not entertaining. Back when I Let's Played, I always put on a voice. It's something I kind of want to talk about at some point. But I put on a voice. It was like, "Hey, folks." I mean, not that obnoxious, most certainly. But it was like, "Hey, folks, it's MML. Look at me." I don't know. I can't even put on the voice anymore because my voice is deepened since then. But it's like, "Hey, folks, I'm MML, and I'm talking over a video game because that's what I like to do in my free time." So it wasn't even like my actual voice. So even when I thought things I was talking about were genuine, I was still putting on a voice and like putting on a character almost. I guess I just find that interesting. It's like it's like how you present yourself on the internet. Did I just enter the same level? Yes, I did. So anyway, that's a thought for you. So I'm not going to be doing this for too much longer. We're already going at 40 minutes, and I've definitely had lengthy live streams in my life, but now is not one of those nights. It is Friday night, and I am very tired, so I'm not actually going to do anything about my Friday night. But not only have I'm going to go get that DK coin, or not, because I apparently cannot, do not want to do that. Well, I can actually do this. I thought you had to do the buddy toss to get that one. It's been a while since I played this game. Anyway, I have to get up at like 7 a.m.-ish tomorrow, and it's been a very long week already, but of course I signed up for more stuff that I need to do, so I'm going to spend the rest of my evening, well, first off, I'm going to go back to my script, which, when people, like, you know, in the credits, I have people that look over the script. I say, like, oh, script development and script, you know, editing and revision and stuff. Basically, I post the script onto, like, a Google Doc, and then, like, other people give comments on it. And originally, I actually just sent them the doc file, or usually a PDF, because I use Pages, and everyone else, other people I know use Windows. But I would send them the doc, and then they'd read it, and then they would give me, like, bulleted notes. And anyone who sent me a doc to look over their script, I send very lengthy bulleted notes. But not everyone does that. But either way, so I want to look at the comments made by ya boy Rem Sorpax, who's helping me with this next video. Because he makes some good comments and suggestions, and he's very, I think he's really good at writing. I think he's really good at making his point. I know I didn't actually do the bonus because I'm an idiot. He's really good at articulating his points with his writing. But a lot of times, I think his videos don't lack the larger structure, which is something I mentioned to him, that it's like you kind of need to make an argument sometimes. Because his first video was kind of disorganized, but then as you get to his later stuff, like, it's really, really good. Better better than a lot of other content creators that I know that, like, actually have a substantial following, right? And this guy's smaller than me, and this guy's, like, you know, not, you know, I don't even think he hit, like, the 10,000 view minimum to be able to monetize his videos, right? But they're so good, and they deserve so much more exposure. But he's a really good writer, so he originally helped me with the Chronicle script, because and it was so funny too, because he was like, I was like, does anyone help me with this Chronicle script? And he's like, hang on, BRB, I'm gonna go watch the movie and then I'll help you out. And so he literally watched the movie just to help me with the script, which is so cool. So I'm gonna look over his comments and see what he said, whether he liked it or not. He's gonna be like, oh, your writing's terrible, and I'd be like, I mean, you're not wrong, but no, my writing's not horrible. I don't think. I mean, you know, you're a good writer. Let's put it this way: art, any sort of art, whether it's writing, whether it's music, whether it's film, whether it's whatever, any sort of art, even if it's like a purely visual art, right? If you claim that you're not good at it, then that means that you, in some ways, let's put it this way. If you claim you're not good at something, that doesn't mean that you're paradoxically good at it, right? That's not what I mean. What I mean is that the best artists usually don't think they're good, because they know that they have so much more potential. They have so many more things that they can do with their art. And that's what makes it interesting. Let's do the bonus bonanza. I love the bonus bonanza. It's my favorite. Swanky swag. What is my name? Wow, I wonder what that is. What's the first enemy you see? That one. What is the name of the area? It's Gangway Garbage, dude. What button do you press to run? That one. Yeah, there is an element of self-deprecation in art, and I think that's like I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention. What button do you press to run? This one. Now, what's the first level in the game? It's Pirate Panic. And what's the name of the enemy boss? Is Captain K. Rool. Okay, I don't have... Oh, it's Chimp Challenge. I have enough. How many windows? Shit. Is it 2? It's not 2, you know what I mean. It's Main Brace Mayhem. And then, which of these is not a background object? I'm pretty sure it's a gun. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, but yeah, in art, in a lot of forms of art, there's a lot of self-deprecation. I feel like the proud artist is, in many ways, the weaker artist, because then they don't have any desire to get better. I think one of the true benefits of art is, like, the fact that, like, you can look at some, even the most critically acclaimed of your works, right? Okay, bye, Rattly. You know, I love you, but, you know, fine. I didn't need you anyway. Even if I love you, I didn't need you. I can live this single life, and by the single life, I mean with Diddy, because he's here too. But no, like and I guess my whole life motto has always been self-improvement. Like, even when I was doing crappy Let's Plays, right? Like, I say they're crappy now, but at the time, like, it was like, you know, oh, they're not good, but, like, I can make them better. Or maybe I'm like, maybe even if I said they're pretty good at, you know, some days, it's like, okay. So the goal was always self-improvement, and it always has been. So now, even with the scripted content that I'm definitely more proud of, you know, even now I say, you know, I have so much more to go with my writing, and that doesn't, I'm not trying to say I'm the best, you know, I'm the true artist, because I don't have any desire, because I have the desire to improve, but I think a good quality of artists is that they have this desire to improve, and usually you do see that sort of improvement over time. I would say where it's hardest is with music, because music is such a subjective thing. Like, something that you could see as sounding bad actually sounds good to someone else. Where I think with something like, you know, the video essay, which is kind of what I do on my channel, right? It's no, I'm not gonna say it's, I'm not gonna say there's clear right and wrong answers, but I am gonna say that the goals are always the same. Where with music, it's like the goal could be to make really angry music, really happy music, really sad music, really disturbing music, like something that if I'm like, I want to make a rap album, right? Like, I'm not saying I'm a good rapper, because as you'll see on October 14th, if I do the video watch back thing, I'm not. However, if I were to make a rap album, right, like, I could make a happy rap album, I could make a sad rap album, I could make you know, basically I can make all sort of different moods and feelings from that rap album, and some other, either way it could be a success. It's about what I want it to be. And that's a thing where, like, in film, there's some technical aspect of it that, like, everyone expects, you know. With music, there's no expectation like that. Like, even the things that, like, the rules of good music get broke when they're broken. It's like good. But in film, it's like, if you have really bad cinematography, if your subject is not in the shot all of the time, then, you know, more likely than not, it's a really terrible film. You know, there are elements of cinematography that just exist across all film. In games, you know, your game needs to function. Like, if you're told that a button does a thing when you press it, and it doesn't do that, then your game isn't good. Where with music, that doesn't really exist. Something could be badly balanced, you know, in one genre, but it could actually be really well balanced in some other genre. So I think music's particularly hard to judge in that way. I was talking with someone about this, because they were like, oh, what's this reviews video you made or whatever, right? And I was like, well, this is what I was talking about, reviewing things as products, not as art, and that, like, you know, it basically, that your reviewer's opinion of the product doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the goal is to tell consumers what about the product they may like or not like. And he disagreed, and his argument was music, because he was like, look, you know, if I didn't read reviews that were, like, really, really biased for an artist, then I wouldn't have checked out that artist, and I wouldn't have listened to their music in the first place. I could have been someone that never liked rap music, but if I read a good argument, you know, for that rap music or whatever, then I would check it out and then eventually like it. And you could say that, yes, that applies to games and that applies to film as well, but I think it's a good point to bring up with especially music, because you can say, oh, you know, for a hip-hop album this fails because, but maybe that was the goal. So I think that, well, I'm not saying that that's right, because I still think that you can review music in a way that's more, you know, that removes yourself from the review a bit more. However, I do think that it's very tricky, and I think that recognizing that is important when you're doing that. But I'm gonna stop talking about reviews, because people are sick about it. You know, I'm still gonna spread that meme though. So how about this? How about we beat the second world, and then I'm gonna later, man, Or the emulator will just break, you know, it'll just lag to oblivion, and then I'll stop playing then. But, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen, so we'll just beat this world and then call it a day. And then this stream will be archived on the second channel that I have now. It will be archived there. I've decided that now. So what I'll do is, like, I set it so that way the archive isn't saved on this channel. So what I'll do is I'll use, like, I'll download the archive essentially, and then I'll upload it again on the second channel. So what's effectively lost is the chat. But you know, I do think the chat replay is cool. Like, you know, how I had it set up in Twitch originally is that the chat would appear in between what's my head right now and my logo on the top right of the screen, right? In between there was originally the Twitch chat, and I think that's cool because it's like in the VOD and you can see it and you can see what I'm responding to. But ultimately, it's not that big of a loss, and I don't care enough, and I don't stream often enough to be like, yeah, I want to figure out what that feature is for YouTube. Or whatever. And also, I know Twitch has the chat replay. I don't know whether YouTube does, but yes, that would be lost, but you know, whatever. I just noticed, and I didn't notice this until right now, but Shia someone like changed their logo in the middle of this live stream, and I can see the like the history of it, because there's like the old face and now there's the angry face like right below it, so that's pretty funny. Okay. Whoa, that sounds so different. I'm used to the GBA version of this game. And let's just say the GBA version does not sound like that when he does that. Anyway. This level was always one of my favorites. Oh, Shay. That makes sense. I am not thinking straight today, but that you're very accurate. That is very much a way to spell Shay. I'm assuming your first name is actually Shay. You know, but I could be wrong. I have a friend named Jamie. Who actually goes to the same college as me. But Jamie is spelled Jaime instead of Jamie, which I found really interesting. I had never seen that before, but, you know, that's her name. So it's like, okay. Because that wouldn't be like, because you think Jame E, right? So it's like Jame and then IE for the E part, but it's not, and it still works because Jame could be spelled Jaim, and then the E could just be the letter E. So it's like, oh, it still makes sense, but like you don't think about it, and you're used to it spelled the other way, and then you get all confused, and it's like, well, I mean, it's still spelled right. You just gotta learn. Like another person I know, I'm gonna say acquaintance. Her name is Caitlin, but it's spelled Kaylynn, which is like ridiculous. And usually you're used to like Caitlin, right? But like no, her name is Kaylin without the T, and it's Kaylynn. And all those names are beautiful in their own way. Now, I gotta say, like, I love Donkey Kong Country Returns and I love Tropical Freeze, but there's definitely something lost in those games that was existed. And I'm not saying, like, they added stuff too. Like, there's stuff gained in those games, you know? But there's definitely something lost in those games that these original games had. And I can't put my finger on it. But because they have the atmosphere. Like, these games have the atmosphere. So I'm not really sure what's missing. I kind of want to figure it out. But I don't know. It could just be like the feeling of it, you know? Like, I mean, yeah, graphics, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, if you play, like, Mario World, and you play, like, New Super Mario Bros. U, I mean, yeah, there's one game you'll probably prefer for one reason or another, but ultimately, they're the same kind of game, and I don't think there's anything lost in New Super Mario Bros. U. I would just say that at the time that game came out, it felt tiring, because New Super Mario Bros. 2 released the same goddamn year, right? So I don't know. I feel like there was something actually lost in those games, where in the example being New Super Mario Bros. U, I don't think there's anything lost there. I just think it was like, I don't know. So it's hard to say. No, I see. You say you're kidding, but honestly, that's like a good point. Like they do stylistically look different, and I think there is a sort of graphical style to the old DKC games that doesn't exist in modern DK. And like, you know, when I'm very upset with myself for that one, but it gives me Dixie, so I'll take it. But like, because the modern DKC games needed to look like Donkey Kong from, like, you know, all of the Donkey Kong games in the 2000s, right? They didn't really have that sort of liberty, where I do think Donkey Kong looks a bit different in these games, along with Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong and the whole crew, and I think there's definitely a charm to it. I wouldn't say that that's what I was referencing when I said something was lost, but I honestly don't know what I was referencing, so it's hard to say. Lava Lagoon. Okay, then. Yeah, I don't know. With this level of lag, I don't know if I'll be able to finish the world. But I want to. Because I love the balloon level. That's, like, one of my favorite levels in this game. I mean, I love, like, every level in this game, honestly. I mean, almost every level. I don't like the water levels. Like, this level, I would not put in my favorites. Do you know what level I really don't like in this game, actually? Slime Climb. That's probably my least favorite level in this game. And it's clever. Like, I'm not saying it's badly designed. I just don't like it. Like, there's definitely a difference. Because I think a lot of times, like, people conflate, you know, oh, I like this versus, you know, this is good. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it isn't good. You just may not like it because of personal preference. You know what I mean? So, like, I can't deny that. What was I gonna say? Like, what's a good example? Like Pokemon, right? Like, I'm not gonna argue that Pokemon is badly designed. But I will say that I don't like it because I don't like it. Or another example would be Sonic, right? Like, I should give Sonic another chance, honestly. But you know, every time I've tried Sonic, I just don't like it. And I wouldn't attribute that to bad design. I would just say I just don't like it for whatever reason. And I can't even pinpoint a reason why, which is why I want to give it another chance. But I think those are two very different things. That said, I think if you like something, then you can be like, you know, oh, this game is well designed and I like it. Like, you know, you can attribute good design to something, or you could attribute liking the game to its design, but you can't, and you can attribute not liking a game to bad design, but you can't, the two aren't mutually exclusive. You can't say, I don't like this game, therefore it's badly made. A lot of times, some of the best, you know, some of people's, you know, least favorite games happen to be ones which are incredibly well designed. I mean, like, I'll use Pokemon as an example again. I respect Pokemon. I just don't like it. And I can even say specifically why. I might actually make a video on that at some point, too. I have a lot of ideas of stuff to make. But a lot of them are about games, and I think that's just because games mean a lot to me, and TV has meant more to me, I want to say, in recent years, where games meant more to me when I was younger. So the ideas I have for TV are a bit, you know, and film too, but I want to say that my TV film content is going to definitely be more TV than film, just because of my personal preferences. But what was I gonna say? Freaking, I can't wait to see how bad this stream looks when I look at the archive of this. Yeah, so my ideas for like scripts about TV and film are more, affect me more now. I'm yawning already. Affect me, like, they're actively affecting me now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm working on I have a video idea about Rick and Morty, but that's the reason why that idea came to be is specifically because I really like the episode 7 of the 3rd season, which is called the Ricklantis Mix-Up, by the way, if you're curious and want to watch it. The Ricklantis Mix-Up is the best episode of Rick and Morty by a very, very large margin. We're with games anyway. With games, because I loved them so much when I was younger, and that doesn't mean I don't enjoy them now, right? But I definitely don't put as much time into them as I once did. Yeah. Because they affected me so much when I was younger, I have a lot of, like, almost, like, not stories to tell, but in some ways stories to tell. Like, I can talk about why I didn't like Pokemon as a kid. I can't talk about, you know, Rick and Morty stuff as a kid. The only show I really watched as a kid was, like, SpongeBob, and then Drake and Josh, and then Malcolm in the Middle, in that order. I liked Cat Scratch. That was good. Danny Phantom was good, but, like, I wasn't actively a fan of it. Like, I didn't watch every episode. Where SpongeBob, like, I own the DVD box sets for 5 seasons. I watched every goddamn episode of that show. Same with Cat Scratch, actually. Cat Scratch, that was the case. With Drake and Josh, I own every DVD that exists of Drake and Josh, and I've seen every single episode of Drake and Josh. It's sad that there isn't, like, a full collection available, because that's definitely Dan Schneider's best work. I'm not saying Dan Schneider's like the pinnacle of television, because he's not. But for Dan Schneider, who has this very distinct Dan Schneider way of doing stuff, thanks. I appreciate it. Then hopefully whenever that Rick and Morty video that I may or may not make comes out, then hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. But yeah, I'm glad that, you know, definitely all of the non-gaming content on this channel gets less views, which is not surprising, because I want to say I had around 400 some subscribers or so when I started the scripted content, right? So that means that there's 400, you know, 2/3 of this user base essentially, you know, came to this channel for gaming. Then, on top of that, you have to consider the fact that my most viewed videos on this channel right now are all gaming videos, right? So, you know, of the remaining, you know, I want to say it was closer to 500 or 600, actually, that I had when it started. Maybe like 500, and we're at 800 now? 800-ish? 700 something? I don't know. I don't really care. Let's say we're at 800, right? So let's say I had 500 when I started, right? And then now we're at 800, right? So that's like about 1/3 that came to my channel after making scripted content. So then from there, right, it's like, okay, so of that third, then how much of those people came, you know, subscribed to the channel because of a gaming video? Probably most of them, because my most viewed videos happen to be gaming related videos, like the Danganronpa video, the Wario World video, etc., and the Let's Plays too. They still garner views, obviously, until I unlist them, which I might eventually. So, you know, using that logic, most people are coming to my channel for gaming content, so then they see stuff like, you know, the Chronicle video, for example, and they're like, what the hell is this? That's why it only has, you know, I want to say 60 something views. And the reviews video, thank you for telling me the reviews video is good, because I really am proud of it. But the reviews video, right, the reviews video, I'm really proud that it has the views that it does, because most people didn't come to my channel to watch, you know, a video about journalism ethics. They just didn't. You know, I wouldn't say there's anyone that came to my channel for a video about journalism ethics, right? Unless I linked it to them, you know, otherwise. So no one that was like a subscriber to this channel doesn't know me personally, right? Or, you know, as a friend, right? As someone that I talk to outside of, that I talk to, period. You know, not someone that's not a fan, but someone that could be considered an acquaintance or friend. You know, of those people, you know, none of them came to my channel for journalism ethics. So the fact that that video got, you know, a few hundred views, you know, that's really good, because you know, having effectively started at, you know, nowhere, you know, with an audience that isn't interested in that topic, you know, that level of that level of engagement is good. So I'm very proud of that turnout, honestly. And I think too many people get stuck up on the idea is like, oh, this gets X number of views. But I think if you want to talk statistics, then you really need to think about those statistics. You have to think about, like, you know, I'm not a marketing person, and I never want to be a marketing person, but in reality, you have to kind of think like a marketer. You know, who is this content for? Why are they watching it? Why did they subscribe to your channel? You know, those are questions you need to ask yourself when you release a video, because then you can tamper your expectations accordingly, and you can also brand the content accordingly. Like, you know, I would say I talked more about games than music or movies in the reviews video. I didn't do it intentionally, honestly, but, like, in reality, right, like, it was probably the smart decision, because most people came to the channel for gaming. So me talking about some sort of, like, you know, film review situation, probably gonna be you know, probably not gonna interest people as much as the Metal Gear Solid 5 Kojima business, right? So, or Konami business. So it's like, okay, so then that's what I should talk about. And I swear, like, that wasn't intentional, because the reviews video in many ways was kind of just a portfolio builder. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that, like, I wanted to make the video, but it serves as a good portfolio builder, something I can link to employers and be like, hey, I made this. And also, like, pay attention to the argument, because that's something that I want them to know about me, you know, when hiring or whatever, right? Is that I take that stuff very seriously. So, anyway, the point is I'm proud that video got the views that it did, and I'm proud that the Chronicle video got the views that it did, even if those numbers aren't necessarily high on their own. Where, for example, say the 3D Mario video, honestly, like, that performance was not as good as I expected, just because my prior gaming videos did so well. But it's also a kind of a weird argument. So the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Like, I'm looking at very specific aspects of the 3D Mario games, and then saying why 3D World fixes them. That's not something that everyone's gonna want to watch, especially when it's 45 minutes. So, in that sense, you know, the views it got were in some ways a success. So, you gotta look at things optimistically, I guess. And it's also like, you know, a lot of people say this, you don't make YouTube videos for the views, you don't make YouTube videos for the money, you make them because you liked making it in the first place. Because if you want to make money, then you don't do YouTube. You just don't. I mean, if you the reason why people do full-time YouTube is because they love doing what they're doing, and they would rather put more time doing that than anything else. And if there's a way for them to do that and still be financially viable, then they'll do it. That's why people do it. Even like the wealthiest, you know, most subscribed YouTube channels, like even Jake Paul, for example, like he enjoys what he does. Even if I don't like it, even if you don't like it, he enjoys what he does. The Everyday Bro video was made in like a day. And he did it because he wanted to challenge himself. He was like, hey, I want to make a music video in a day. Let's see what happens. Let's see how stupid it ends up being. Now, I think he might be more proud of it than he should be. Sure. But the point is that he made it in a day, and that was his challenge, and he enjoyed doing it. And that's why he makes videos. And he makes zillion dollars off of it, but ultimately, that's why he makes videos. He didn't make the videos for the money. He made the videos because he enjoyed making them. Now, I mean, that isn't to say that there aren't music videos every day, bro, yeah. That isn't to say that there aren't channels out there that do exist solely to make money. I would just argue that those aren't the successful ones. I mean, like, the best example I can give of that is, like, Josh Peck's vlog, for example. Like, I love Josh Peck. He's a really great actor. He's a really good voice actor. But that vlog is just clearly, by every measure, a cash grab. And if I'm wrong, then I would love to be proven wrong, but so far, it's proven to be a cash grab. The most, I mean, like, you can tell when he made the video that's like, hey, Drake Bell and I are cool now, you know, because he knew that would get views. He knew that Drake Bell on his vlog would get views, and then he'd make money off of it, because he made money off of Vine. That's like what he did for a while, was Vine. So, you know, it's sad, because he's really talented, but he just doesn't get roles. So, yeah, that's what you turn to. And then let's do the last level, and then let's end this stream now, shall we? It's such an easy boss. I forgot about this second phase, honestly. I'll be completely honest. I forgot. I mean, I'm not saying that it's hard, because it's still not hard, but unless I do something stupid. Ah! That was literally the last hit. Like 90% sure that was the last hit. Okay. I love how Dixie's eyes like pop out more than Diddy's. It's like I don't like to think about it too much, but it's like, you know, oh, Diddy's like, you know, oh, I've seen this shit before because I was in DKC1. You know, I didn't see a giant flaming sword, but I've seen some shit in my days. Or Dixie's like, I'm new to this, so this is freaking me out. Like, why did I go on this adventure? Oh man, I got a text message, and that lags the game because it pops up on the Mac. Woo! That's one thing I normally do when I do a live stream. Now that I remember, is how do you jump over that? Like, I actually don't know how you jump over that. DKC2 story analysis? Sure. I'll do it. What is the real meaning of bananas? What do the bananas mean? Bananas are actually a symbolism for sex. That's what it's really about. Oh my god, why am I bad at video games today. I'm terrible, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Dixie and I'm gonna see how I can do this goddamn. That's how you do it. You got, I mean, I probably could do it with Diddy if you timed the jump right, but like that's surprisingly precise. Okay, this time. Dang it! That last one is so hard, dude. Yes, I know I'm scratching my nose like all the time. It's because of allergies. It's this fancy thing. There we go. That took way too long. Woo! Okay. Well, that was fun. Thank you for attending the stream, all the people that came. But that's all for today. And that's it. That's it. If I do a stream on the 14th, I will. If not, then I won't. But that was fun for what it was. That was definitely fun for what it was. So I'm gonna go full screen real quick. Oh, that sounds weird. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, that's that one. Where is it? Oh, do I not have a full screen one? Oh, I don't have a full screen one. Okay, well you're just gonna look at this then. Well, I say goodbye and wave my hand right here. Whoa. Okay, later.